Whew. All right, let's see. That's not what I wanted. I need to bring this over here. Exit out of all this. Oh, I'll keep that up. How's everybody doing today? My voice is a little weird. Just a little weird. Let me see. Bear with me. Bear with me just a little bit. Need to change my. I don't know how Carl knows that I'm streaming every time. Like he'll come over here and meow only when I'm streaming. But like I record videos and I talk about all this stuff. You know, I do a bunch of short videos that I record and he never comes over here. But then right when I'm streaming, he comes over here. Pretty weird, right? Let's go live. Right, there we go. We got 49 people in here, 15 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. A little late today. Trying to figure some things out. Always trying to figure some things out with work and, you know, what's going on with the stock market, because there's a lot of low prices. First, let's go. How are you? Good morning, bro. Hope you're feeling better. No, you hear my voice. It's a little, I don't know. It feels like deeper. So that's something. Up and down. Oh, that's how the stock market goes. Yeah. Well, it's looking like it's only going down though. Sorry guys if you have like a lot of coughs here. I hope that I can limit the amount of coughs, but obviously with talking it's going to be a little difficult. We have 81 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 25 likes. Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning, anyone. Get that dip for a swing trade. Yeah, I'm looking at ZOM. Obviously a lot of people are looking at ZOM. They went to a low of basically $1 today. I'm right now at $1.03. And this is looking pretty bad for the amount of the amount that is dropping. And yes, the most that we're seeing this drop, it should have been a recovery here from this 150 mark, recovering up to 170, 180, $2. But that's not the case. It dropped down significantly, which creates a buying opportunity if you are really interested in this position. I'm going to you know, do my average down trick, looking for an opportunity to buy in lower at maybe like 800 shares or so, and then sell those same 800 shares a little bit higher so that I can lower that cost basis. You didn't get a notification again? Actually, let me notify the. It's probably because I post like 3 update videos usually. Came for the cat. Funny. Let me go to YouTube. Got 110 people in here, it looks like. Let me silence this. Hopefully we're good with the desktop audio. We are. Let me take this and then tell the Discord group. Gonna be a long day. Gonna be a long day. Let's see. ZOM, SNDL looking bad. Yeah, what is SNDL doing? ZOM is looking pretty low, but I know for a fact that I'm staying in there. Right now, you could see I'm down $1,400. I'm looking to lower that cost basis while it continues to go down. I mean, it could hit a low of 80 something dollars, so or 80 something cents. It could be a low of 83 cents, but could fluctuate between 83 cents and a dollar or so. Which before that kick, you did see that jump up. It could even go back down to 11 cents, which hopefully it doesn't. I mean, we see a lot of positivity in the company itself, so we're hoping that we could see that continue to fluctuate and stay around that 83-cent mark. It showed a lot of strength around this area before it increased to about $2 or $3 or so. So let's hope we could see that jump based off of a good market. It looks like ears is up 11% at the moment. You're seeing that large jump, 9% actually. SOS, I'm still in this, and it's up 0.6%. GME is up 1%. AMC is down 0.12%. But where's SNDL? I know SNDL was something. SNDL down to 93 cents. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely tough. It's not following the trend that I wanted it to follow because of the market, how it is down. Certain sectors are down, so it's understandable. Are there any stocks that anybody's looking at that's a huge positive right now? I know we have top gainers, but I wanted to know if anybody's looking at something a little bit different, I guess. We have 163 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Would like to be half of what the current viewers are. What's your take on Keith Gill and value investing? What's my take on Keith Gill? I mean, he made a lot of money. He made the right decision. I mean, he pushed some different positions. But yeah, I have no real opinion on value investing. Brandy and lemon tea might help. Works for me. Yeah, I have tea with lemon in it and honey, and it's literally the first couple of days. Hopefully, I can limit this because I am, having a little bit of a cough. Typically, I can, but if I catch it early. What's your thought on Coinbase and AMC? Coinbase and AMC. I don't know what you're talking about there. My thoughts on Coinbase is I want to look at, I need to do an IPO video for Coinbase before they get released, just because I want to do basically all encompassing what I feel is going to be impacted by Coinbase and what investments you can make there, plus when you really want to look at Coinbase, how you want to look at the IPO, and if you want to make some short-term, long-term gains from it, because long-term gains is very tricky because you don't know if the price is overvalued where it is, because it's going to be pretty high, but it could be something that skyrockets, to a crazy price because there's a lot of hype around it, right? So with an IPO, typically you're going to see it, fluctuate in the first day quite a bit to where it increases drastically because of the fact that it's an IPO. Nobody owns the position. I mean, you're looking to buy as much as possible. There's a ton of people that have a ton of interest, and buying it without any sell points because people are holding, it creates a level of support that's that may be unsustainable for a few weeks to even a month. You never really know where it's going to go. We have 202 people or 212 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I have a number of positions. My portfolio is looking pretty bad today. Kind of wish I would have gotten stopped out with some of these losses, or even captured some of those gains, because Ride was up quite a bit. The only thing is I'm waiting for Ride to really push up, and all of these will make their moves. It's just it's really concerning when you see all of this red at a high cost. Basically being down, some of these being down 18%, RMO down 18%, cost down 19%, ride down only 10%, so it's not really that big, but it is, obviously a $222 loss. Zomedica down 34%, which can keep going. It's down below $1 at the moment. Rocket down 14% for me, holding about $8,000 worth of Rocket. That's holding up a lot of money, which could be put into other positions to average down and make some moves. So yeah, we have 237 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Good morning, Joshua. I'm behind on what time is that IPO being released? I have to check into all of that, the exact time and everything. I'm going to be doing an update video. I'm going to try and get that out today. As soon as I possibly can. It's probably going to be the first video I upload then. The regular video, basically. I had two saber dreams with Brandy. Honestly, it helps. Regular grandmother used to give me every morning, and it works fast. I'll have to look into that. I have to go and get a little bit more nighttime medicine, so I'll do that. The whole market looked yesterday. I guess tomorrow morning at what was time? Yeah. The only thing is, how is all of that positivity going to affect the market in general? I mean, I know there's going to be a number of positions that are affected. I think SOS and Riot are going to be affected in a positive way. They're already seeing that positivity right now. Riot's seeing the positivity. SOS is not really seeing that as much. ZOM, a great buy at these prices. It's totally up to you, because it's definitely a risky move for some people, because you never really know exactly where a stock is going to go, and it could go back to where it previously was, because it was pumped by a lot of news, a lot of potential, a lot of what ifs rather than anything else. So I want you to be cautious, and say, I'm investing money that I am 100% comfortable in losing. ZOM is definitely going down to lower lows than what I thought it would get to, down to 99 cents. But it does create a buying opportunity to double or triple the amount that you have in that position, which is huge. So that's only if you can find a way to, get in at these lower cost bases. But like we've seen previously, ZOM was down, I think it was like close to 18% the one pre-market, and then completely reversed and was up, I think, like 20%. So it was a huge switch, kind of like I'm scaring you out of this position, and then now we're going to increase these prices. So it was like a complete reversal. We don't know if we're going to see that here. It looks like a lot of positions is showing grounds for a reversal here. So that's what I'm looking for. Is it crazy? Is the decrease crazy ridiculous? Like, if everything was around 5%, 6%, then it starts to look like it's going to be a massive down market. However, it's looking like some things are around that 2% mark, at most 3%, and then ZOM is the exception, plus Tilray is another exception. So you're going to see those two that are making negative moves, but a lot of other ones are around that 3%, 1%, 1% up, 1% down mark, which means that you could see that true bounce. So I'm looking at ZOM as a definite opportunity. I'll be looking at what they're doing, try and find that V-shaped recovery that we can see with a lot of positions, especially in the morning. So if it does decrease, I'll look to buy in at these lows at maybe like 800 shares or so, and then end up selling those 800 shares as it does, go up. So if it jumps up, maybe, I don't know, 10 cents or 15 cents, I'll be able to sell those 800 shares that I bought into and lower my cost basis effectively. So it's going to be good. AMC already dips low and people are still holding. Yeah, I plan on setting a stop loss at AMC at $9 yesterday and got lazy, regretting it today. I hear you. I mean, there's a lot of things that obviously I regret, because you look at all of these pushes. These pushes right here, the only thing that really scared me out of these I knew that, the hedge funds were going to fight, and that I would be able to make a profit here, get back in, make a profit, get back in at these, lower lows. It would have been amazing. But I decided to hold on to the position. And it did go back down to $9 after going up to $12. Could have bought in and then sold. I could have actually made these moves, and it wouldn't have affected it too much, because it would have been more or less the hedge funds that are finding the ways to drive this price down. With the amount of people holding it, the price should not drop like this. It's completely manipulated. If it's going to happen, then I want to be able to make the most money possible. But I look at all of these opportunities and say, Jesus, I missed out on a ton. Because I could have been up, let's say $4,000 here, gotten back in low, sold a little bit higher. If I would have seen that starting to come back, well, I probably would have held on to that, because it only went up to $9. It would have went back down, bought in some more, then ended up selling here. You could have actually made some money from all of that. But we're holding for the long term. We're holding for that huge increase that we should be seeing with these positions. So yeah, I'm obviously seeing a lot of potential in a lot of these short positions. The problem, or these heavily shorted positions, the problem is that they're not letting this fly. You see the down market, and I hate to sit here and quote manipulation and say, hey, it's all manipulation. Everything is 100% manipulated, but it's looking that way. That people with money, hedge funds, anybody, right? They control the market. The people that control that little black box that controls where it's going to, where they're going to push that to, buy wise, sell wise, in order to make a profit for them. And I've seen this in a number of books where they're like, any stocks that have a heavy institutional investment, or firm investment, whatever, you're going to see that be heavily manipulated in the favor of those hedge funds or those billionaires versus retail traders. And they can do that with the overall market as well. So be careful with a lot of stuff. This is where I always come back to the fact that, this overall system was created to make the rich more rich, and make, the poor basically save some money and, take their time in order to gain their money, saying over years. So you can go over 20, 30 years and, gain a consistent 5-10%, while, that 5 or 10%, you're only investing in thousands. And I don't know what you're doing, Kat, but it's not the right thing. Well, that 5 or 10% is gaining thousands, versus a Warren Buffett who invests millions or billions, right? Gaining 5 or 10%. And that's a huge amount of money that they are gaining. We have 391 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. AMC and GME are now long-term holds. Buy in very low and hold. Don't expect to get rich overnight. I mean, it's tough. I would say that GME probably needs to get to a point to where it's a little bit lower if you're looking to buy low for that long-term hold. AMC is still lower than where their actual value is. So I would agree with you halfway. Jesus. I would agree with you halfway there, basically saying AMC right now is that long-term hold, as well as a swing trade if you wanted to get that. But GME right now is not low enough to basically say that this is going to be a long-term hold. You know what I mean? It's 140, which is still pretty high. I don't know if their value can actually be up to that point. I mean, it can, but it's definitely iffy. I would agree with you halfway, Preston. There are a lot of retail traders shorting AMC right now. No one is really talking about that. Yes and no, not enough, because the people that are really shorting the position, yes, there are some retail traders that are shorting AMC, but it's not a ton of retail traders that are shorting it. It's more or less the people with money that have stake in this. They understand, a lot of retail traders understand exactly where it's going to go. Yes, they're shorting it, but it's small amounts. They're not going to short it at a larger amount and basically say this is going to go to zero, because they know that the buyers have a lot of strength. So I do agree that they are shorting some, but I don't think they're shorting it to a massive extent. 100 shares of SOF worth. Or should I just roll that into AMC? Well, SOS, I believe, is going to make a move with the whole Coinbase situation that's going on. Obviously, you're seeing Riot make more of a move, but you're going to see SOS make a decent move. They also have short, a high short percentage, high short float. So they have a lot of push as well. But if you want to put it, it's totally up to you if you want to put it in AMC. Wherever you see the most potential, I'm in both. So wherever you see the most potential, then definitely do that. For me, SOS is merely just a swing trade that I already made around $200 off of. And I'm looking to make about $500 to $1,000 more in the next couple of days. Hopefully this pushes up to $6 or $7. That would be amazing. And then I can make that $1,000 worth of a gain versus all of these other positions that are down. So that was a stupid question, but during the live chat, where is the like button on your videos? I have no problem hitting it. I just got a new iPhone, and maybe that's it. I think you have to hide the chat on your phone, and then you can hit the like button. It should be right below the video. Are you getting into Coinbase IPO? So I am thinking of getting into Coinbase IPO. I am looking for a swing trade at first, then I'm going to find the true bottom, and I'm going to get into that. But the problem is you're not going to find the true bottom right from the start. So I'm going to create a video on what are my thoughts on a Coinbase IPO and what actions you can take in order to get the right price and hold long term versus a swing trade or a day trade or whatever. So I think we're going to see some massive movement, massive activity in the first couple of days, especially the first day, with a lot of activity in it, especially increasing to crazy amounts, which means that you can gain a really decent day trade off of it if you have day trades left. So definitely save a day trade for that day. Find where that low is, find where that V-shaped recovery is, and then buy into that position. So that's what I'm going to be looking at, is when I can actually get in and drive that price up. But then I'm going to set some limits, some stop losses as it starts to go up, so that I can gain a decent amount of profit from it. Because it's going to be something that, with all of the hype, does increase quite a bit, and then we're going to see that kind of level off a little bit. Just here to listen to Matt expertise. Have a good day. Johnson & Johnson killed 36 people with their COVID vaccine. That number is expected to rise, causing doubts with the other vaccines. Okay. Enjoy it. Any thoughts on Ford or Well, right now in one of actually my brother's long-term account, he's holding Ford. I was actually thinking of getting out of Ford and going into an airline stock there. But I really don't have an opinion on Ford. Ford has made a decent move. No, not recently, but like the last few months has made a decent move from where I invested in that. So that's really what I have there. I haven't really looked into too much. Because I'm below $1. Yeah, it was below $1, and now it's at $1.02. So it did make a little bit of an increase from that 99 cent mark. But I think we're going to see some good movement. You see that how much I'm down. I'm down $1,500. Again, 100% comfortable with losing all of this. Not really any more than that, but I am going to invest more to increase or to decrease that cost basis. So you're going to see that. Matt ignoring me. Now I see how it is. I'm not ignoring you. Stories. Is it Stosies? See if you can get your bear alert. All right, we have 480 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm going to add my I wonder what the short volume was yesterday. I didn't check that out. Actually, my voice is feeling a lot better. It seems a little bit more normal. A little bit. I wanted to do one more thing. So I just posted something in the chat. Make sure you guys, if you're interested, join my Discord. Also, if you want to join as a channel member, please do so. It's only 99 cents. Make it cheap. And soon we're going to see some changes in a lot of the colors of like some of the members. Because if you're 2 months or 3 months, you're going to be able to see that change in the colors, which is definitely going to be good to see who's a long-term supporter versus a short-term supporter. What is TIRX doing? That dropped significantly. Had a large decrease to where it leveled out. Well, why did it have that large drop, that large gap from $84 down to $18, or even a low of $12.15, where the lowest low over here was $11.10. It's looking like it's getting to the lowest point, right? And now starting to see that increase. This could have a lot of potential to continue to increase. So I see this as maybe a buy opportunity at the lowest point it could possibly get to. Well, it could obviously get lower, but getting to that low point, showing strength, showing that it is driving the price up. So pretty interesting, in my opinion. Something that you might need to watch. Drop 79%. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. The thing about the stock price is it can grow over 100%, but if it drops 100%, it's over. What what I want to do. I wanted to give me 1 second. I'm gonna play an ad here, but give me 1 second. I need to switch accounts because I need to upload one more thing. So one on Riot that I wanted to do. Riot have a logo? All right, 1% for SOS. That's good. What's Riot doing? Up basically 10%. That's good. That's good. That's really good. Oh, I'm cold. All right, this looks like their logo. I'm gonna save this. Bear with me. Bear with me, guys. I think we might see. It's tough. I mean, I just want Riot to make a decent move. Obviously, I have a lot of shares in Riot. Would love to see them make a decent move instead of these, you know, negative moves, which we're seeing a lot of things on the negative route rather than anything that's really positive right now. Save this. I also want to see Ride make a decent move. A Rocket has been, you know, killing me because, you know, I have $8,000 invested, about 32% of, you know, my my portfolio or money is going into Rocket. So that's definitely, it's not really moving. You expected it to move a lot more and it's not making that move. That's obviously not good. Not good at all. Oh. Give me 1 second. Just gonna try and upload this video really quick. Before it becomes old news. Care about that. All right, perfect. All right, let me get back to these questions and comments and suggestions. We have 513 people in here. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, get it up to 250 likes. That would be amazing. Yeah, again, I mean, I have my Sony camera. It might end up cutting off and overheating. I want to see how long it actually lasts throughout it. Right now, it's already 34 minutes. I don't know if it'll last the whole like 2 hours or so. I did get a super chat, didn't I? Have proof of traders shorting the stock and then spreading FUD on Trace channel. There are attempts of market manipulation. Stay the course, we win. Why would retail traders short the position. They don't really have the power to continue to short the position, especially with all the strength. It makes no sense. They would lose a lot of money unless they're manning up with the hedge funds to continue to short that position as they short it. But I don't see that actually happening there. I mean, I don't have any proof that they're shorting a position. I have proof that some people are shorting it, but you're not going to see at a massive scale to where it's actually affecting the stock in a negative way if hedge funds stop shorting the position. Was on recover today? Boy, I hope so. I'm looking to decrease that cost basis. So as it gets to 99 cents, if it goes lower, I'll continue to add more, but I'll basically be able to lower that around 12 cents if I do invest in now and then, have that increase. So I'm looking for that V-shaped recovery a little bit. I'm looking for it to pull away from the 15 moving average as we get towards the day or towards the open. So when we get somewhere open, I'm looking for that to really pull away from the 15 moving average. And then if it does, I can invest in lower, see that V-shaped recovery, then sell at that high point or somewhere around the 15 moving average and have my money plus lower the cost basis. So that's what I'm looking to do. To continue to do that. I think I have 3 day trades left to do that today. Yeah, my account has been draining from 25 or so thousand, down pretty significantly. I'm also looking for a good move from SOS today. So if I can take some of that money and actually do that same V-shaped recovery there, that would be amazing. We have 544 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's see some of these top gainers. So we have some top gainers that move pretty well in the after hours market. Jesus, up to $248 from 130 up to 248. Huge move. Even higher up to 268. Wow. We see another huge move in the after hours market. These moves always get to me. These huge moves that you have, like 45% out of nowhere. Some of these other moves that seem, a little bit more legit with the movement as it gets to the pre-market, increasing and then seeing that decrease back down to these lows here. So it increased quite a bit, back down, which is not bad. You did see a large push here in the after hours market up to $40. Jesus. From $11 or $12, where it closed $12.80. How much for $40 worth of shares? I keep the same price point. Okay, Robinhood. Portfolio is down 28%. My cost from Robinhood, higher price. JD might be getting a nice double bottom. Matt, did you try gargling some salt water to help clear the irritation in your throat? Yes, but I am a sleep psychologist, not. I just live in Florida with a capital of insane all-in costs. Yeah, I think it's a little more than that. As the weather changes, I tend to get sick. I always sleep with a fan on, so a lot of times the sore throat comes first. But yeah, it's definitely tough, and I always get sick multiple times in a short span. And it's somewhere in between, that spring and summer, really. So, but then not really in winter too much, which is good because I hate, one, going outside, and two, going outside while it's cold. and I'm sick. I mean, so in the winter time, I never go outside. I don't like the cold at all. Weevil gave me ADT too. No, they never give me good free shares. I mean, free shares are free shares. I've had Snap probably 2 times. That's the best position that I've gained with Snap. When it was $60, and then when it was $50. I don't know what it's at now. But yeah, that was the best position that I've ever gained with Weeble. Any update on ZOM? Not at the moment. Like I said, I'm looking to make my moves into ZOM to lower my cost basis, continue to lower that cost basis. It's down to 99 cents, which is a huge drop from where it was, which means that it shows that it has huge potential to increase back up to that point. This is a large drop, very spotty, large drop with not too much volume. I mean, typically in the after hours and pre-market, you're seeing not a lot of volume there. So the fact that it's dropping so much is pretty ridiculous. But then once you see it open back up, you're probably going to see it drop a little bit more with all the limit orders going through, all the sell orders coming through, and then some of the buy orders will end up pushing up that price. But you can see that if you look at it from a 10,000 foot view, you can see this decreasing quite a bit. And it should have actually recovered. I believe it should have recovered somewhere around here and continued to recover. But it did not. It ended up decreasing more and more as the markets were down more and more every day. You're seeing a lot of red every single day. What's Tesla doing? Tesla's up another 0.5%, which is pretty huge. What was the high of the pre-market? It got up to 713. Pretty good. Like I said, I would have loved to have gotten in if I have free cash. Every time Tesla goes to that low of like $600, I never have free cash to get in there. But I always see the opportunity of gaining hundreds of dollars. If I had 6 shares, I could have gained $600. If I had 100 shares or 10 shares, I could have gained, $1,000 from there. Yeah, it's been tough. What are your thoughts on costs will open at this morning? Now, costs is definitely one that's sporadic. Now, you can see that where cost is for me, I'm down $472, which is huge. But cost has been known to show massive increases. It can get down to these lows of $15 or so, but has been known to show massive increases whenever it is positive, whenever the market is positive. You see massive increases for costs. So that's what I'm looking for, and that's why I'm still holding where I'm holding and not actually selling at certain points. Should have probably accepted losses because then I could have bought in lower and seen a larger gain on the way up, but we'll see how that goes. Matthew, is it manipulation? It looks like a big portion of it is manipulation, but you're obviously going to see a lot of people that are not willing to sell or willing to buy because of the fact that it keeps going lower and lower. They want to see what that low point is. I know for me, and probably for you, you're always interested in where the lowest point is. So what you're going to do is you're going to wait it out to see where that low point is. Most people will wait for a double touch point to see when they can see that increase in the day. So where it's going to have a true support level where it will hit multiple times. So they're going to wait it out. And them waiting it out, there's so many people in that in that same time that will end up selling multiple times or shorting the position. And that's where it ends up being difficult. You're going to see that negative volume because people are afraid to buy into something that continues to go down. Even though you see people buy at these lower and lower prices, they're like, okay, it's a sell. They're trying to wait for the max sale. And that's the problem. That's a big problem as well. YouTube needs a super like button where we can like the video and donate $1. Donate $1 to the creator. It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. Super like where you can, yeah, it's not a bad idea at all. I like that. YouTube needs, I just read that. Just wondering if hedge funds can earn dividends on shares that don't exist. If they have a dividend, then yes, I believe so. These phantom shares, from what I heard, I don't know the true answer to that, but I would say yes. If it has a dividend. This is the thing with something like AMC, it doesn't have a dividend. Not anymore. Did it have a dividend before? Not 100% sure. I got 40K shares of CTRM. Do you think we are headed back to 15 cents? I don't know. CTRM. Thank you, Jeffrey, for becoming a member. I appreciate that a lot. Anybody else want to become a member? Feel free to do so. You get that nice green tag, and then if you're a member for 2 months, I think it changes colors to, I think, blue or something. So it's definitely pretty good. I don't know. Let's check what CTRM. Obviously on that downward trajectory. Let's look at 3 months. So yeah, this is where it's tough because you're not seeing any like higher highs than other points. The thing that I like to point out is anytime you do see these lows, can it get higher than some of these other high points? And it doesn't look like it. I mean, you get to this retest point and fails that retest point, but then every other time you're not seeing it, make that spike back over certain levels. It's just decreasing. Are we going to get back to 15 cents? It's quite possible that we test. Where are we at right now? Yeah, we're right in between a test point. So it's very possible that we could test at 30 something cents, continue to go lower, and then end up seeing a little bit of a spike, probably depending on what news we get, how many people go into the position. It could be pretty interesting, but you probably want to get back to these low points. I don't know if we'll get back to 15 cents. I think it shows strength in the 30-cent mark, but I can't say that we'll get back to 15 cents. I think it has a lot more potential to continue to increase after it hits a certain low. But yeah, right now, definitely tough to see. Where it's at now, 46 cents, I do see it going a little bit lower. Steve Martin, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that a lot. Thoughts on hedging, manipulating price, AMC, GME to get it as low as possible for 420 stock recount. Whatever that is called. You expect it to jump after the 20th. The thing is, you would hope that you would have that jump before, because if they're looking to get it as low as possible, they're looking to have everything real. So if they have all these IOUs and naked shorts and all this other stuff, then obviously they want everything to be real when they do that count. So get it as low as possible, scare as many people out before any recount that happens, and then right before that happens, you end up making a lot of those shares real. So you're covering a lot of your naked short positions, some of your short positions, driving up that price. You'll probably see it drive up before that versus after it. Yes, you probably will see it jump after it, but or you'll see it actually decrease a little bit after it. In my opinion, if you were looking at it, if it was me and I was trying to not get caught doing what I'm doing, typically you would make everything real beforehand, and then after the fact, you would just do what you were doing all over again, which sucks. My average is 21 cents on CTRM. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting being that low, getting in a price that low and seeing it have potential to increase quite a bit up to, you know, $1.50. That would be amazing, but definitely tough to see. Green Day today, I feel it. I hope you're right. I mean, I hope we see a reversal here for a lot of these positions. Let's look at what their SOS, 0.8%, MVIS down 3%. It's pretty bad. ZOM down to 98 cents. We could see this hit 80 cents, which would be good and bad. So I'm looking, like I said, I'm looking to take some of these positions, or take some of this money, buy into some of this ZOM, and sell it quick, make some money out of it, lower my cost basis. Obviously, SOS, I want that to increase quite a bit there. I would like that to go up to like $7, $10 or so. That's the only thing that I see as positive on my actual P&L. Deep into crypto. What is crypto doing today in cannabis? Wow, cannabis is dropping too. Let's see, crypto. Looks like Ethereum is pushing that $2,235 mark. Doge is actually making a pretty decent move up. I'm probably up a significant amount over in Robinhood for Doge. And Bitcoin has hit a new, is that a new all-time high? 63K? Jesus. As a new trader, I seem to do best when I have no open positions. Coinbase IPO release tomorrow. Crypto going, yeah. That's crazy. Thank you for the 2 members that I gained today. If you guys want to become a member, please do so. It's basically, it's not free, but it's 99 cents. It's really nothing. Or you can check the $1.99 mark. Eventually, what I want to do is these member-only chats. That will be really good. It'll still be a open live stream, but member-only chats for people that want to, get their questions, answered, and obviously be able to answer more questions in detail. That's what I want to be able to do. Answer all these questions in detail. I don't know how many members we have. I think it might be like 40 something. So yeah, if you guys either want to join the Discord group, the Discord group is $5 to join, and then you don't have to pay per month for the Discord group, so you can just cancel before the second month comes up. But if you want to join the Profit Hands group, which includes swing trades, day trades, dividend investing, different investments there, and also Carl's calls as well. So if you want to check that out, definitely check it out. Who's spamming? Let's see what everything is doing right now. I just want to see some positive movement, man. It sucks seeing all this negative movement. It just makes you feel really, really bad. The good thing is we are seeing some positions that, like I said, are grounds for reversal. So hopefully we could see that reversal as we do get into the market open. That would be amazing. Because right now my account is suffering. Over in Fidelity as well, it was up to 22K or even higher than that, I believe. And now it's down to like 13. I'm only holding AMC, and I have 1,500 shares, and yeah, it's around 13,000. Probably getting, well, not getting lower. It's actually increasing then. Let's see. Nothing is really moving here. Everything is decreasing quite a bit. It just bothers me when you can't really, you know, talk about something in detail. What do I think about SOS? I bought into SOS. So SOS is the like only money maker for me right now. Up $60. Up a total of like $200. I did end up, you know, selling for a profit after buying in lower at the $5.21 mark and selling somewhere around the $5.70 something cent mark. Now I bought in lower again at more shares, so 500 shares at a cost basis of $4.94, hoping to see that increase up to about $6 or $7, and then gaining a $500 to $1,000 gain. I'll accept a $500 gain, even if it does have the potential to go up to $1,000. Just because, you know, obviously you're able to accept, you're not being greedy. Showing that you're not greedy is a good thing, but also selling too early is not a good thing as well. So I'm looking for that to increase to about $6. I've seen it go above that. Let's look at SOS. I've seen it go above that recently, up to $6.50, which would basically be at $750 worth of a gain. If it did go up to 650. Now, it's gone as low as $4.22, which I was looking at and seeing if it was going to get to that point yesterday. It didn't look like it was going to get to that point. My buy-in point was at $4.85. Missed that point because I went to go get lunch, but then bought back in as it did go lower down to $4.94. So I think that was a good buy there. We have 649 people, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Continue to hit the like button because it does help out with the YouTube algorithm. I would love to, you know, get as many people as we can in here. If you guys support my channel, make sure you smash that like button. Matthew is the only a YouTuber that preaches profit hands. Yep, that's why I'm gonna be creating. I gotta create a T-shirt that says profit hands. I can't wait to get that. Get a bunch of those. Create some merch there. I think that's gonna be good. I just don't have a. I don't know if I want a logo or I just want something plain. What do you guys think? Do you think something more plain, like just profit hands? I'm thinking of maybe a logo with like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking of something just simple, very plain, hopefully a nice tight-fitting t-shirt. I don't really know exactly how. I would like it to, you know, fit pretty nice. So let me know what you guys think about creating merch that says profit hands. I'm interested in just having that t-shirt, whether it's merch or it's not merch. So I know for a fact that I'm all about profit hands. Black shirts, please. Yeah, keep it simple. That's what I was thinking. I always like the simple letters on things. Kind of even obviously like Supreme. It makes it feel to that level. I would just love it to just be profit hands. That's what it's all about. But I wasn't sure if I should add something. Too much coughing, I'm out. I'm sorry. But yeah, I wasn't sure if I should have like, hands there with like a dollar symbol in the middle or something. But I like it to be as simple as possible. So we'll see how that goes. I'm sorry for the coughing, by the way. But guys, make sure you hit that like button. It does help out a ton. Looks like my camera's gonna die soon, so I'm gonna switch over this camera here. Boom. Look at that camera. I don't think it looks as good, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Move that a little bit more. And shut this camera off. All right, almost at 300 likes, guys. That's what I was thinking, like the Jesus hands with the dollar in the middle. That would be pretty cool. Wow, you're handsome. Thank you for saying that. That made my day. Why are you ignoring my question? I'm out. I'm sorry. Did I get? Was I too late? I'm here. I'm trying to read a lot. I like the shirt idea. Simple, not some walking billboard. Yeah. This guy switches cameras. Fancy. Oh, I have my web camera, and then I also have my Sony camera. Sony camera looks a lot better. Obviously, someone said the new camera is a bit too bright. Yeah, typically this doesn't. I'm trying to think of the name. The exposure on it is a little too high, and I can't turn it down because it's a webcam versus an actual like mirrorless camera or whatever. Will it be a quality shirt? I'm definitely going to check that out. I want to see the quality of it because I love quality t-shirts. I don't wear any shirts that are not quality t-shirts, and I hate when t-shirts, get short and they start to, push up or something like that, or they start to flare out. I don't really like that. So I'm looking for a good move there. Matt, check Twitter. Check out my Twitter. I make art for Trey, Matt K, and Andrew Mo Money. I post on my Twitter. All right, I'll definitely check that out. Shoot. Could you, I don't know, either link it on Instagram, or if you have my Twitter, then message me or something, just so I remember. Just don't make it look cheap like some Microsoft Paint logo. With the Yeah, I hear you. Like I said, I like things that are simple, so I would like to do something simple, something with a logo, and then probably, I don't know, I like the phrase because a lot of people get me well, they don't get me mistaken for Matthew Perry, but every time they hear my name, they think of the guy from Friends. So I would like something that says like not from Friends, but with like the Friends, logo there. But that would be just basically for me, and anybody else is interested. But I do like the profit hands movement there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking into it right now, looking at quality. So we'll see. But thanks, Matt, about actually teaching, buying, selling stocks. Great job. Thank you. Hashtag the real Matthew Perry. Yes. When the volume falls off a cliff, we can worry a little. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. It's always great to worry a little bit. The only thing is that when we look at positions here, we should be holding positions that we are 100% comfortable with losing. Obviously, if you invest all of your money in swing trades, then you're holding all of your account value, which technically is not something you're comfortable with losing, right? So, and that's where it ends up getting very tough, because right now you see a lot of this is down quite a bit. And yes, it has that potential to increase once we do see these positive days, because the only reason these are dropping so low is because of the negative days that we are seeing here, and the way the market is pushing down. So it's not necessarily on the stock itself and where the true value of that stock is. It's mainly on the market that's suffering. I went to school with a Matthew Perry in the 90s, kind of looks like you. Oh, well, I graduated in 2011, so it wasn't me. Yes, I'm in PA. Do profit hands with the Friends logo? So you mean like profit, like do profit hands, but then in between it's like dot, 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 like how the Friends logo actually looks. Like if I I will do it as I like the traditional look, and maybe we could do something like that to where it goes profit hands and has that logo. We'll see how that looks. It might not look as good, but we'll see. So the short volume yesterday for AMC on the 12th was 14.2 million short volume versus the market volume of 50 million shares. The total short volume ratio was 28%, so that's a little bit high. 350,000 short shares available. It looks like the short borrow fee rate, I think it increased to 2.44%. But we are seeing them short quite a bit of the stock, 28 versus the normal 19 or 20 that you would see. So about 10, let's say 10% over what normal would be. Maybe even more than that, 15% over. Also went to school with a Matthew Perry and a shirt that says "Not that Matthew Perry." That's interesting. I like that. JP McCaskey, class of '95. We played them in football multiple times. We actually got kicked out of the playoffs because of JP McCaskey, which sucks, because the funny thing is they lost 20 games straight until they got to us, and for some reason they had a chip on their shoulder and played the best game that they ever played. And I had to congratulate a lot of them because they were definitely balling. We have 640 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We have 313 likes, so let's get it up to 350. We'll be good. Can you have a look at S or at HCSN? Had a quick climb. Quick climb last week. Not clear why though. Yeah, I mean we're seeing a climb, not just a quick climb last week. We've seen a slow climb last week. So it's getting to a point where it's hitting at higher highs for some odd reason. I don't know why either, but it is showing that positivity there over where the previous highs were, even to this point to where it showed it broke some of these previous highs here. So it's showing a lot of positivity. I would probably, if it was me looking into this position, I would wait for the dip, because it looks like it's higher than some of these highs. So if we can get these a little bit lower, you can get that on the way up. It looks like something that does fluctuate over a number of weeks. So as it does get to these highs, I would like to see it decrease a little bit, get back down to some of these lows, whether it hits this low or even hits about maybe 10% above where that low is. So that's where I would look at for that position. If you're looking for a swing trade, I don't know what the long-term effects of it is. Let's look at, year to date. You could see the long-term effects. It did have a massive increase all the way back from 2019, continuing to increase, sort of like a little bit more fluctuating as it starts to get towards the end, towards recent days. But you can see that it did steadily increase, even though you do have some of these touch points. It did steadily increase throughout time. So looks pretty positive long term. After seeing that large decrease. What is that child doing up there? I have most of my art I made over the last few weeks. Definitely could help if you find my artwork good. Couldn't message the gifts for some reason. All right, thank you. I'll definitely check it out today. I'll have to. Hopefully, I do remember. You sent it Twitter or Instagram? Eugene. Or Janae. I don't know how to say it. Your name. I feel like I'm saying it wrong. I think you told me I'm saying it wrong before. Advise someone, please. Should I buy AMC? AMC is at a low point, so I would say yes, but it's merely just my opinion. You can look at it and say, what's the risk here? And obviously, there's a risk with anything, especially with all of these stocks decreasing the way that they are in the pre-market. So, like I said, hopefully we see some good movement there. Remember, guys, if you want to be a member of this community, of the Profit Hands community here, make sure you join. It's 99 cents. So if you like it, then join that lottery stocks. JFK spammer is back on multiple accounts. You'll see him again soon. That's ridiculous. What about a shirt that just says "not a duck" shirt? Isn't that Matthew Kors thing? Or is it Matt Kors? I don't know if his full name is Matthew or if it's just Matt. But I'll go with Matt. Matt Kors. Isn't that his deal? I'm lazy and your YouTube name is long. SOS is only green in my portfolio. 100%. It's all about Profit Hands. That's what it's all about. I mean, if you're a person that trades in the stock market, obviously the goal of trading in the stock market is to make money, right? So it's all about Profit Hands. I'm not looking at a year, I'm looking at a day. So we want to get to these points to where we're at $9, we're at $10, $11. We're making that money back. Seriously, look at my art pieces. I will. I just need to know right meow. No, not right now. I'll look at it later. Just do a Profit Hand shirt with your face as the logo. Yeah, Matt Kors has the duck shirt. Matt, look at our art pieces. Nobody in this chat has been saying squeeze. It's coming. I think it's mostly just paper-handed people who sold at a loss and are reading lost money. I don't think that's accurate. I don't like to hype up things that are. I'm not saying it's not possible to happen, but I like to hype up, the more possible. The fact that you could sell at your profit target rather than going to the moon. Obviously, going to the moon, it's different for everybody. Where's the moon for you? Is it $30? Is it $40? $50? That's what I'm looking at. SOS over $6. My opinion or my options? I guess you said my opinion, basically. I would agree with you. I hope that we're going to see that steadily increase. It should push $5.50 or $6 hopefully today, with all of the news that's going into crypto, right? So you see Riot up 10%. We're hoping that we could see SOS increase as well. Remember, SOS is heavily shorted though. Where's everyone from? I'm from Pennsylvania. Moon would be $100 for me. That's good. Wherever your target is, get to that point. But don't be afraid to sell before that point. If you see it completely reversing, don't be afraid to sell before that point, because you can make profits. And I'm not saying that we're derailing the whole entire movement. That's not the case. But don't be afraid to take your profit if you get close to where that is. Don't just only settle for $100. If it gets to $97 and it looks like it's pulling back, make your move. You know what I mean? Like don't be greedy. Being greedy is, how people lose a ton of money. There are a number of instances to where if I was greedy with SOS, just this past week, I would have lost money. I would be down on this situation because I was up at the 550 mark and didn't sell the first time. So then brought it down to 520, and then it went up to 570, and then I wouldn't have sold the second time. Then it went down to $5, and I would be down on this position as well. Instead, I actually made $200 off of it, and now I'm up $70 on this with the potential to make another $500 or $1,000. Right? So that's where the opportunity differs from a lot of these other situations, to where Zomedica, I was up quite a bit. Why didn't I sell? Because I had my profit target in place, but it showed its potential for decreasing, but I didn't actually make that move out. Now, what did I think it was going to decrease this much? No, I didn't think we were going to see, basically 2 or 3 straight weeks of, negative movement. But, that's sometimes how the stock market works. You're seeing this increase here as we're closing the 30-minute mark. We're almost up to 350 likes. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Remember, if you guys want to join the Discord group, it's pinned to the chat. Or if you want to subscribe to the MP Shorts channel, please do so. I do short form content over there if you guys are interested in that. Let's see. So yeah, here we go. I got the MP Shorts channel at 941 subscribers, looking to grow that as fast as possible. We have a lot of videos that we created today. We created one on DraftKings, on Riot, on AMC, SOS. So I create a lot of these pre-market videos, also go through market close videos as well, doing different types of videos. I think some of the most popular ones, I think I have Zomedica that's up at the 8,000 mark, AMC at 3,000. So we have some good videos over there. Also the Perry Experience channel, you guys are interested in that. This has more reaction videos and podcasts and stuff. So definitely check those 2 out if you guys are interested. Also, if you want to become a member here, then do so. You know, I think SOS will hit $8 by the end of the month. That's a good opinion there. SOS does show potential that it could get up to $8 easily. Some people think it's going to get up to $10 soon with all of the where they're going to cover their shorts. You're going to see a lot of interest in it. The fact that Reddit really pushed it, you're seeing a lot of volume in certain positions. With something like SOS, you're seeing that volume of about 1 million in the pre-market and then seeing it jump to about 5 million or so. This average volume has jumped over the last couple of days because it actually moved up because it was up 300 million shares worth of volume when the average was around, like, I think it was 30. So this jumped up quite a bit. And you're going to see a lot of that volume, go into this. You're going to see them cover their shorts. You're also going to see it catch traction because it's a low-priced option to get in that will be affected by Coinbase. So, yeah. Yep, take profits when you have them. Don't be greedy. 100%. Greed is a killer. My drummer lives about 20 minutes. I love this place. Rocket popped to 38 after hours yesterday, and no one caught it. Really? I don't see that. I don't see a pop to $38. You get Mavis at its low, you're a happy camper. Yeah, I mean, MVIS, Carl's Calls is holding that for the long term. Sorry about all the comments. Again, gonna eat some soup later today. Hopefully this clears up. It's a bear market right now. We'll need to be patient before buying back in. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The problem is that with the bear market, that's exactly what people are thinking, to continue to decrease that price. If people are thinking, oh, it's a bear market, then, and we have to wait in order to buy back in, then people are still going to be selling while we're waiting. People are still going to be shorting while we're waiting. You know what I mean? So it ends up being a little tough. So yeah, I'm looking for some good swing trades there with SOS. I'm looking for a decent move. Like I said, I would like that to push up to $6 today. If it does, I won't be greedy. If I see potential in it increasing, if it pulls too far away from 15 moving average, then I will sell the position, gaining $500, probably getting back in. But I want to look at what Zomedica is going to do, because Zomedica for me at $1.03, I want to see where that's going to go. Is it going to find a way to increase? Is it going to recover in the end of the pre-market? Because we're seeing that movement up. Is it going to recover here? It could possibly do so. It's up to $1.02, $1.03, fluctuating between that. So we could see that actually recover up to $1.12 while still increasing up to $1.20. So I'm going to continue to try and lower that cost basis, because obviously that's a large amount of shares. And every dollar that it does move, you lose $3,000 or you gain $3,000. Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Thanks for all you do. Can you take a look at XRP? Yes, I can, Ron. So it's up to $1.67. You're seeing a lot of movement a lot of positive movement over the last day, this is all the 13th. You're seeing a lot of positive movement here. This is really moving. Let's look at the last 5 days. So even the last 5 days, you have seen some slight movement here. Bit for now. Yeah, it doesn't look bad recently. Recently, it's been really moving from that, let's say, 24-cent mark, flattening out and then seeing a large increase as of late. So it looks pretty good with the growth. I don't know why you would see this growth. I haven't really seen too many like crazy pullbacks. As you look back here, as it did get up to 84 cents, which it is past right now, up 20%. You see that it did decrease. It flattened out a little bit, but did decrease right away down to 17 cents to where it found that new low, increased all the way up to $1.67. So it looks pretty good with the amount of growth. I just need to see a lot more before I make a move into there, because at this point, it looks like you're chasing the position, right? So that's how it looks in my opinion. But it does look good. Like the movement looks amazing. You said XRP is making you bank. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. You're going from 50 cents or 24 cents or 21 cents up to, in the last, I guess, however many months, you're basically doubling or tripling, quadrupling the amount that you're holding there. Probably Robinhood. You could buy XRP. Why is Viacom down? Viacom. I typed in the wrong thing. That's still pushing down for Viacom. Like I said here, where's the low? Yeah, the lowest point is the $39.61. Thought this was the lowest point here, but it did end up pulling back down to the lowest point. Really fighting at that 39-cent mark. We want to know exactly where that low is, where we're going to see that pullback from. But it looks like that might actually be the fight, is around 39 cents. And when you do see that increase, you're going to see that increase quite a bit. I don't know where the test points are because of the fact that you had such a large movement in a short period of time. So nothing that you can really see as something that will test in this area between 51 and 67 or 66. So it's a little tough there. Last I heard, shorts got liquidated. Bro, you need a lodging. I have a cough drop. We have 537 people in here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help out the channel a ton. Sorry, give me a second. All right, let's see. I'm at live stream. Floor, you aren't the only one. New here. And why do I always buy the dip and then it dips even more? Am I the only one? No, you're not the only one. It's very hard to predict the absolute dip. There's probably my success rate in predicting the absolute dip is probably somewhere around single-digit percentages. Out of all of the stocks that I pick, no. I've averaged down a number of times in order to do that. The thing that you really need to pick the absolute dip for and actually buy on the way up is day trading. Day trading is a different story because I can be successful in predicting when that increase will be, but then it's all about when I will sell. For swing trading, you want to pick the absolute dip because it can dip lower as days go on. But it's very difficult to do. So then that's why you leave money on the table so that you can average down and find that absolute dip or get close to it so that when it does increase, you gain the max amount of money you can gain from it. Your profit target ends up changing because of the dip going lower and lower, but you end up making a decent amount of money from it, probably a little bit more actually. So you're not the only one. I do it, everybody does it. It's very difficult to predict the stock market. You just have to make it easier for you, limit the amount that you're losing, maximize the amount that you can gain. Up $100 on a day, pre-market just close it down for, could use a win. I hear you. I always need a win. I mean, I'm trying to look for different positions to where I can gain something, and I'm glad that SOS is sort of going my way. Yes and no. You see it fluctuating between 2%. It was up 3% at one point, and then back down to down 1%. But right now, it hasn't really gone lower. It looks like ZOM is making a little bit of move, a little bit of a push back to, where it was, where it closed at $1.04 right now. So I'm just hoping for that to make a decent move. Like I said, I'm going to be looking for where that V-shaped recovery actually is. OSTK. Good selling point for it. It depends where you bought in. Right now, if I was looking for something, I wouldn't want to buy it. If you bought in down here or down here, great selling point is somewhere at this retest mark of $79. I would probably sell a little bit closer to where it is. So I would actually accept close to where it is now. If I see it pull back, I wouldn't be happy with that pulling back because it can get up to $79 or $80. Yes, that's another $5 gain that you could get, but you don't want that to pull back because it looks like it's getting to a point to where it could retest that. The only thing is I don't know the detail behind why it pushed up to this height. But yeah, it just all depends what you're willing to accept. I always like to accept one of the closest retest points. The fact that you had this massive drop without any type of recovery really shows that it doesn't have a lot of strength in between this mark and this mark. So seeing that's why I always will take that first retest point and accept my move there. But like I said, if you feel as though it does have strength, previously before this drop, it showed that it had strength in between there. So showing a support level as a support level and resistance level here, but then seeing it resist somewhere around $95 is not a bad option either. So it's totally up to you if you want to continue on the route that this is going, but I don't know if it truly does have strength up there at the moment, in my opinion. I don't know. Peter, I just talked about that. Like literally just talked about it. Do you think there will ever be a heavy pullback on Bitcoin or Ethereum, or just crypto in general? If so, what would trigger this? I really don't know what would truly trigger that, but I do think there is going to be a pullback just based on history. I'm going to my account for some reason. Just based on history, you're going to see a little bit of a pullback. We haven't really seen that pullback yet. It might be to a pullback to where we would see it get to 1,900 or even pull back to some of these levels. It looks like it might stair step on the way up and have ascending levels of support. So you might see this going this route if we were looking for a pullback. Let's see. Where am I going here? I want to look at 3 months. No, I want to look at 6 months. Let's look at 6 months. 6 months. So let's look at this level. Let's draw control. Is it control line or is it shift line? There we go. All right, let's look at where is this going to go. See that there? Come on. Let's say it was supposed to touch here, right? Let's see this pullback from up here probably get to maybe somewhere around that $1,800, $1,700 mark of a pullback if it's an ascending level of support. So I would say it's definitely moving on that trajectory. We just are waiting for that initial pullback because it hit new highs, broke those levels, and I'm looking for that to pull back under 2,000 so that I can buy in and see that push up, because you could see how this is really pushing. And with the IPO of Coinbase, that's where you're seeing a lot of this push as well. So anything that's related to crypto, anything that's related to Coinbase in general, you're going to see that make a move. So I definitely see it pulling back. I don't know if I see it pulling back to the level of 1,500 or 1,300. It might pull back to 1,800. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be after Coinbase. We're going to see probably a massive run soon. If I do an initial investment and let the profits ride, do I get taxed on that initial investment? You only get taxed on the investment if it's realized. Anything that's unrealized, you don't get taxed on. So if you're holding the position and you have $14,000 worth of a gain, you're not getting taxed on it. If it's unrealized. If it's a realized gain, you can get taxed on it. And depending where it is, if it's in a Roth IRA, then you don't. But if it is in a cash account, it's a different story. Random question. What's your favorite Call of Duty map? I don't know the names of it. I hate Nuketown. I absolutely despise it. I play it a lot, but I hate it. I can't remember the names of the maps. What's that one where you have the car in the middle? I can't remember. And then you have like I don't know. I can't really. I'd have to look them up and give you that. Like in history? That's tough. In history, it's tough. If I'm talking about Cold War, I have some good maps there. I just don't know the names of them. So my favorite map would probably be Cartel, then Checkmate, and then Crossroads. I love those maps. Crossroads is really short, but it's small, but then it gives you still the ability to use a sniper, which I love using snipers. But yeah, I absolutely despise Nuketown. I'm not a fan. Miami, I don't like. There's always someone up in that building that snipes you on the top, and I don't like standing in the same spot while I'm sniping. So that's just me. I don't really like Rust either. I've played it multiple times. It's like a default, but I don't like it. Nuketown is the best map in Call of Duty history. Fact. Like I said, there's certain things I like about it, but most I don't like Nuketown at all. It's so difficult because you can literally, when you spawn, they throw a grenade, and I mean, I throw grenades as well and get people a lot, but I hate that about it. I mean, it's so easy to throw a grenade at a certain spot, know exactly where it is, always kill a bunch of people. Checkmate is good. Hate Nuketown. Would anyone recommend taking all savings from a bank since it's just sitting there doing nothing and putting it into stocks? Any thoughts? I think anything that you do have in a savings account, it should be gaining interest. I always like to put money. I hate putting money in savings accounts. Obviously, you have to have something, but most times I'll put money into the money that I have to pay for taxes. I put into investments. The money that I have to that I have for savings, most of them, it's going into investments. Whether it's going into like a mutual fund or whatever, yes, I'm gonna have to pay more money into that, but who cares? And if I lose money, then it's a write-off anyway. So I'm not gonna sit here and put that money and let it just sit there and basically lose value. If money is standing still, you're gaining at a certain percent. It's not moving with the rate of inflation. So what your money is losing its value as it's sitting in a savings account. So it sucks. Even at a high interest savings account at this point, because high interest savings are really low rates at the moment. They used to be like 2.5%, and now they're really low. So I'm okay with putting it into places. A lot of times I'll put them into more safe places, but I'll use it for riskier plays as well. It just all depends. But yes, some money I do have in a savings account just so that I can use it for quick use without having to wait for it to be pulled out of an investment account. But just in case something happens. Did I watch Dragon Ball Super? No, I did watch Dragon Ball Z when I was, I can't say when I was a kid. I played the games recently too. Wish you streamed all day. So do I, but can't. If I pulled in enough viewers, then it would be a different story, but I don't pull in enough viewers for all of that. Maybe one of these days, I'll take a day off and stream all day. But obviously, it's still month end close right now. We're almost open. What do we have? 6 minutes. MVIS is now up 2%. That's good. Ears is down 6%. Eyes is down almost 2%. GLSI, I'm still keeping an eye on. That's down 4%. Ride is up 0.5%. RMO is down basically 3%. Fubo TV, I want to see how low that can get because I will make an investment back into that. I believe that has a great potential. Let me see. Riot's up 9% still. OCGN's up 2%. Nothing really moving in a crazy positive way. You're seeing AMC up to $8.72. Hopefully, we can see that past the $9-10 mark. That would be amazing. What if we pay you daily salary? The problem is that we do invest the right amount of money and invest the right amount of money and save the right amount of money. I just like making a lot of money as well. I love the passive incomes. I know I don't take it with me when I die, neither do my children or anything like that. I want them to be able to make their own money. Probably 80% or 90% of my money is going to go to me and my wife. Everything else, I'm hoping that Harper's money in her 529 account can go towards her school expenses, but anything, and same thing for Hayden, but anything that, all of the money or 90% of the money that I'm going to make is going to go to me. 10% they're going to get just to be able to support some of their dreams. But obviously, I would love them to be able to make their own money. So our family has kind of a spending problem. That's why on one of those CNBC Make It videos, I would love to be able to do one because I guarantee there would be a lot of people that are personal finance professionals that are like, you're spending, too much money. Yes, I do. Like, we obviously budget. I know limits, but yeah, I do spend too much money. I'm up 55% on Dogecoin. That's amazing. That's really amazing. The good thing is, though, even though I spend too much money, it's good that I understand how money works and how much you can save on taxes and, business write-offs and all of that stuff. Because if I didn't know that, then it would be a difficult situation. Because obviously paying taxes is a different story. Made 400K in sales the first weekend. The website got leaked and sold out of cans. Ridiculous. This drink is going. Okay. Not on golf. I hope. Okay to spend it. Okay to spend it there. Yeah, it's not really golf related. A lot of times I like technology, so I buy, I want to buy another camera, but obviously a lot of the things that I buy is related to the business. A lot of the things that like my wife buys is more related towards like, clothes and all of that stuff, which is good. I need to buy more, clothes and shoes and all that stuff, but I'd rather spend it on business related stuff and then get that business right off as I'm, using that for the office. But yeah, I would like another screen. I would love another screen, another camera, so I can switch between two cameras. That would be amazing. And basically have the easiest setup. This is why I went to a way of recording to where everything's done through Streamlabs. Don't know why I couldn't say that. Everything's done through Streamlabs, and I have it automatically hooked up to my Streamlabs, the Sony AS100. I would like to get a Sony AS600 or AS400, I mean. Thoughts on IIDEX? I believe I looked at this in the past. We have 1 minute. This shows a lot of promise to where it is. If it can hit this double bottom, we can see that increase up to $3.50. It does show a lot of promise to hit this, to mark multiple times. So if you're looking for a pretty decent increase, I think you can get it on the way up. It's up 1% today. Hopefully we see that positivity today. But we have 1 minute until the market opens. But that's my thoughts on, my very quick thoughts on IDEX. I can make a video on the MP Shorts channel if you're interested in that, just to give you my overall thoughts, which would still be about a 1 minute, talk basically. Can't your clothes go to business expenses? Not hers. If she was a person that like some sort of personality on the internet that does like workout videos or whatever and gets money from it, then yes, they could go to that. But it's not going to it because she doesn't do that. So I always try and monetize everything, for me at least. It looks like AMC is up, or now it's down actually. Hopefully we could see that reversal of ZOM. So I'm going to be watching ZOM pretty closely. We might be seeing an increase right now. Actually, it did increase to $1.09. So hopefully we see that decrease a little bit and obviously make a move up. Let me see what the level will be if I buy 800 shares. I don't have enough in there. So 700 shares would be the move. But I'm not going to buy that now. I'm going to wait for a dip. We're seeing SOS up 0.2% and now even. We're seeing Zomedica make a pretty decent move upward. Ride is up 1%. Fubo TV is up 0.3%. We're not seeing a lot of movement here. There's like nothing that's moving. I've never seen things stand still so much. Is it really that little of volume? Like, I'm gonna make an IPO video on Coinbase today. We're not seeing any movement. What is going on here? Typically you see price movement. I'm not seeing anything. Ride's up 8%. It did decrease a little bit. Fubo TV's making a little bit of a move up to, it opened at 2120 and now up to 2160. That's pretty good. But we're not seeing any movement. Is this crazy or is this crazy? There's only two options and they're both the same option. So it looks like Zomedica is making a little bit of move back up, which is good. We needed to get back up to that $1.12 mark, if not way higher than that. Tesla's up another 2%. This is huge. I was watching Ricky Gutierrez's channel. I watch his channel all the time. I love his trades. But he sold Tesla way too early. It's not predictable. I mean, the stock market is not predictable, and he said it in his last video, which I watched, is that stock market is not predictable, whether it's going to go back up to $800 or not. You can't really predict that this movement was going to happen. It was showing promise of, decreasing, and then was going to show that increase. But right now, yeah, my whole watch list is stuck. Yeah, it's not moving. I mean, Tesla's moving. It's up almost 3% at the moment. You can see SOS, that's up 1%, I guess. AMC's up 1%. That's pretty good. MVIS is up. I'm looking for ZOM to make to see where that movement is. I might not make any moves here because I'm not seeing enough volume to push it. Like, you see 11 million shares for ZOM, that's pretty good at the price point it's at. SOS up to $5.12. Things are not moving. They're just staying still. It's crazy. I've never seen the first 30 minutes look so flat. You know what I mean? It's crazy. RMO is up. That's good. But Zomedica is making its move back up. It's only down 3%. Tesla will go over $800. You can just look at the company's value and see that that is simple. I see that Tesla just always makes moves. I mean, now it's starting to decrease a little bit. Might come back to the 15 moving average, but I know certain people sold too early. It looks like SOS is up 2% at the moment. That's good. Pushing that 2.5% mark. Now it is 2.5%. That's good. Want to see that continue on the way up. Where am I standing in SOS? I'm up basically $100 at the moment. Wow, Rocket's up 2% as well. I want to see Rocket make some moves. I was down $1,400. Now we're making some moves up. So I need that to hit $25.99. Once it does, I'm going to sell it, get back in at these lower lows, and then be good there. JB made Trey cry? What are you talking about? Average down to $10 on AMC. Let's hope it soars now. Yeah, I hope it soars too. I'm right there with you. AMC is now getting close to that 2% mark. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Would like to see all of this red turn green, but it might take a little bit of time for that to happen. ZOM is still sitting at that $1.07, $1.08 mark. We have 467 people in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm sure everybody didn't hit the like button. I'm gonna play an ad because things are moving slow, and I only played 3 ads today. Yes, it looks like cost is up 0.3%, but not a crazy amount. It should be up a lot more. You might see a pop. Typically, we see a pop with cost out of nowhere, so look out for that. I wonder if everyone is buying crypto right now. It could be. A lot of people are probably holding out, holding their money in order to buy into Coinbase and also buying crypto. But if that was the case, you would see SOS, you would see Riot make pretty decent moves. I know Riot's making a 9% move, but it was 9% up in the pre-market. So you see this full recovery for Riot, but it didn't really move too much, only about $1. AMC is green finally. Don't jinx it. You're awesome, man. Keep doing keep it going by doing these lives and videos. Yeah, I love making these videos. I love communicating with people. Again, I'm looking to, so somebody just reached out to me on Patreon and said, like, is it really worth upgrading to the $20 range? So there's 3 levels on Patreon. While this is low, there's 3 levels on Patreon, and people are asking me, is it worth it to upgrade to the $20 range? I mean, that's totally up to you. I'm looking to do audible book readings. So the how to day trade for a living, how to day trade, advanced techniques, how to swing trade. I'm looking to go through those and give my opinion, as well as listening to what Andrew Aziz has to say, while also doing, I'm going to add some live videos. I'm going to do maybe like short form live videos to answer questions and, talk to people. That should be pretty good to create that community. So it's definitely, I think it's worth it. But if you want to stay at one of these ranges, it's definitely okay with me anyways. But yeah, I'm looking to add those, and then I don't know if I'll do any type of merch perks as well with any of those. So we'll see how all of this plays out, but I'm starting to really get the hang of working with Patreon and Discord group. With the first level of the Discord, so the $5 level, that's only a one-time payment. So once you buy into the Discord level, you have the Discord for as long as you possibly want. It's not something where you are taken out of the group as long as that first month payment obviously goes through. Then you're okay to be in the Discord for as long as you want, for as long as history. However, if you want to be in that profit hands level or the expert level profit hands, then that's a different story, because that's all on Patreon. So I mean, obviously, I think it's worth it, but it just really depends on your situation. If you want to get any type of information from books, I think those books are really helpful. I think even the first one, which I released for free, is how to. It's day trading versus swing trading, which is like part one of the first chapter or the second chapter. It's definitely interesting. I released that for free for every single Discord level, or I'm sorry, Patreon level, and then all the rest of them are going to be included in the expert level profit hands. I recorded 2 so far, and I'll continue to record them. Once we get the first Patreon member in that level, I'll record a lot frequently. Should be going over 1 book basically per month. AMC is starting to take a little bit of a dive here, starting to get back to break even. Now it's negative again, so I mean, it happens. GameStop is down 3%, down to 136. I'm looking for that to decrease quite a bit so that I can make my move in there. ZOM actually increased back to 112. It's break even at the moment, which is really good. If you would have been able to invest down here and basically sell at that point, you could have lowered your cost basis without actually spending any money, really. It would have been a good thing. I couldn't really predict whether it was going to continue to go up because the volume wasn't moving in that direction. You could see that it did decrease, which would have sucked. But yeah, it did go back down and then, you know, jumped up. So I want to be able to predict where it's going to go before I can make that move, because in order to lower your cost basis effectively, you need to buy in low and sell at the high. But look at this, SOS decreased quite a bit. Down below my cost basis. So I could have actually sold up there. I wasn't even thinking about it. Could have actually sold up there as it was, had that potential to decrease, but now it's decreasing back down probably to that $4.90 or $4.84 or so that it got to yesterday. So that's tough to take in. Right now it is below where my cost basis is and everything is red. I'm down $4, went from up 100 down to down $4. So looks like a lot of things are red again. That's just so, like, I don't know, like the way it sits with you is just not good when you have that happen. But yeah, somebody pointed out ZOM is recovering. That's good to see that ZOM did make that little bit of recovery. You're seeing an RKT push just a little bit, but either way, I mean, you're still seeing them 1,000 down on both of these, 400 down on AMC, 200 down on Ride, 400 close to 500 down on cost, $22 down on SOS. So we are seeing that take a little bit of a hit down there. That's huge. Got down to the $4.86 mark. It's looking like we're gonna see another hit. A lot of things are taking a pretty big dive here. Tesla's still up 3%. That's still good, but you're seeing a lot of positions that a ton of people are holding that are decreasing quite a bit. You know, SOS is getting murdered at the moment, down to 585 or 485. That's where I was looking to invest in yesterday. Should have probably sold up here for a $100 gain, and now I'm down $29, $34 or so. This could be a red week because of Easter downtime, and people trying to sell off stuff because they might need to purchase things. Yeah, I mean, overall, it looks like it's just not going to be the best week. I mean, we could see one of these days just be ridiculous in the amount of green movement, but it's looking like we might see the third consecutive week of, you know, a red week, which will suck. You still believe that GME will bounce back? Yes, I do believe GME will bounce back. I'm 100% into where GME is even at. I wanted to see them down to $100, and that's where I will get in at to see them make that big move. But yeah, maybe a little bit less than that, and we'll see if we can make a decent amount of money there. Hope he doesn't screw this up again. What do you mean? I thought the other interview was definitely enlightening. AMC won't do anything good. Really frustrating. I'll make sure to give my opinion on it. It seemed like people liked my opinion of the other review. I had a lot of positive feedback. I think it got like 17,000 views, so I'm okay with that video. I'm really happy with that video. And I'll do a review or a reaction to his interview with Jesus, can't think of names. Help me out here. AMC has been doing well as a company. Hold strong. Yes, 100% agree. And they think I'm putting this. I'm Lieutenant Dan on top of the boat. Part of the plan, keep pulling that rubber band back. Yep, I hear you. Down 1.74%, down to $8.39. I mean, to tell you the truth, as you keep going back, you just give people buying opportunities, right? SOS is making that move down, not looking the best. Not looking like it's going to have that fast recovery either. It might continue to fall. And like I've said previously, it could actually get down to the 422 mark where previous lows were. So it's not something that I'm looking at saying, oh, well, you know what, it's going to be a huge loss there. It could get down to 422, which 422 would be close to that $1 loss. Was busy all morning and finally was able to check the market. More red than a British Army of 1774. That's funny. That's too funny. Dre wasn't a bad interviewer at all. Much better behaved when he has a company. Yeah, I would agree. Naked just is such a buy right now. It's going to be well over $1 again. Is it? I don't know. I don't know because what I seen with Naked, obviously they had a good day the one day, I believe. They had a pretty good move, and then it suddenly decreased and it continued to decrease. So it ends up being very tough. Yes, you did see quite a bit of movement, but I don't know if I agree with you with Naked Brand. It's just so tough when you don't really see a lot of the volume. Right now you are seeing a decent amount of volume. It's just sell volume. Doge to 8 cents. AMC is heavily shorted. This is what happens when heavily shorted stock. You guys got to know what you're getting into with AMC. 100%. I agree with you. Stocks are like golf, 17 holes of frustration followed by an epic 18th, which keeps you coming back. That's more true than you know. That is AMC may hit high 7s today. Hey, that'll be good. Buying opportunity, right? Just put $110 on AMC, average down from 9, or average down. Oh, average cost now $9.63 on AMC. Bye. Loving this short action on AMC. Thanks, Hedgies. If AMC wasn't important, you would have moved on to bigger and better things. They're in over their heads. I agree with that as well. Let's see what's going on right now. Rocket's up 1%. I need Rocket to continue to grow. It looks like GOSI is actually making a pretty decent move. Greenwood Life Sciences is making a pretty decent move, 2% right now. Tesla's still up 3.2%. I can't wait to see what video Ricky posts today, because obviously it's continuing to go up, break these higher highs right here, getting up to the $7.30, $7.50 mark. That could be crazy, and I know he's going to be, hitting himself for that, because every 1% it goes up, he's gaining a significant amount with the amount of shares that he held. Doge making me money. Yeah, I'm holding Doge as well. I don't even know what it's looking like. Let me go to Robinhood over here. I can go to Robinhood on my computer, but I'll rather go to Robinhood here. I also have partial shares of Ethereum, but I didn't buy a lot. Looks like I'm up a total of $14.65. That's not bad. That is not bad. Not bad, Jack. Ethereum is up $1. I have a total value of $31 in Ethereum, and I'm up $1. Pretty good. You bought Doge but not Ethereum. No, I have Ethereum. I'm still not. I'm waiting for Ethereum to pull back, so I'll buy more Ethereum when it does pull back. But I have like 0.0000 something percentage. But I gained $1 on Ethereum. I have about 33 cents worth of Ethereum right now. I'm holding 100K Doge. 100K Doge at 0.015 average. That is amazing. So how much have you gained so far? If you want to do, I mean, I could technically do the math, but I don't want to. So I'm up 7K in Doge. Is that your math? Wow, yeah, that is you. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see, NIO is up 2%. Tesla's up 3%. Riot's up 7%. OCGN's up basically 2.5%. Roblox is up 0.8%. That's still staying steady around between that $80 mark and $70 mark, really, or 60 something dollar mark. But it hasn't really gone lower than that. It's showing a lot of strength there. AMC is down 2.5%. GME is down 4%. Cost is down 2%. This is huge decreases. SOS is down 1.3%, right at my cost basis. I'm positive there. Now, am I going to see that decrease more? Who really knows? Let's see what it looks like. Because it is making that move up over the 15 moving average. Can it skyrocket? Who really knows if it can? Because if it does, then obviously you can make a decent amount of money. However, if it's looking like it's going to pull very far away from the 15 moving average, then you could see that pull back. All right, so we got 6 minutes until this live stream is over. Don't think it's going to be the best day today. Sorry, the cough just went right down. Hedges are pumping AMC so that so they can hedge. These are pumping AMC. What are you talking about? Doge is killing. Doge is killing. Any cryptocurrency is really gonna kill right now because with the push of Coinbase. Yeah, it's 100% true. I would say, I mean, obviously for certain people that are holding at such a low price, for Doge, you can hold for a long period of time and not really risk any profits, truly. Um, but then if it gets up to $1, obviously you're up a crazy amount, right? For the people that got in very, very early. Don't go just take off of work. This is more important. First of all, I don't think it is. I have, it's month end close, so I need to get some stuff done. But yeah, if I was consistently making about 20,000 a month from YouTube, that would be a lot better. But I'm not, so that's not the case. Because obviously, if I'm making 20,000 a month from YouTube, I have to pay taxes on that, so that would be $10,000, which I would be comfortable with. But I'm not. I have other sources as well, but with how the market is actually moving, some of these sources are not actually producing money but losing money right now. How many brokerages do you have? I have 3. Well, I have a lot more than that, but actively using 3. I mainly use Fidelity and Webull, but I do have Robinhood for crypto, and that's where I'm going to keep my crypto. Target price for Mavis. I liked where they were, in the pre-market, or even down here. If you're looking for an entry point, I would have definitely picked somewhere down in this $12 mark. But if you can find a way for that to decrease, you might actually see that reverse back down, and you might see that continue on the downward trend rather than actually increase. So watch out for that as it's pulling away from the 50 moving average. Watch for that to pull back. In my opinion. Now, it could obviously increase and have a crazy day today. It just doesn't look like that's how the day is going to go for everything as a whole. Some of these big gains, you might end up seeing them come back as well. Do you need 1 million subs to quit work? What's your number? I don't need a certain amount of subs. I just need a certain amount of views per month, and it's not necessarily to like quit. Obviously, I have to go through the transition period if that was the case. But yeah, I would need a certain amount. Like I would need like an average amount that I'm gaining. So just to show consistency and to be able to grow my audience a lot faster. Because it looks like, yes, the streams are going really well. They could be going a lot better with the amount of concurrent viewers. I'm only seeing a max of like 600 or 700 concurrent viewers, which it should be in the thousands, So that's where it ends up being difficult. The longer that everybody else keeps streaming for, the more I'm not going to have those concurrent viewers. I don't. I really like what I do for my job. I like everything. I like to continue to move. The only thing that I do want to have is obviously that free time with my children. So that's the thing that I really want. It looks like SOS is starting to pull back even more. I guess we'll see how that goes. All right. I just lurk. I should really post for the algorithm. Yeah, if you support my channel, continue to post, comments and like the videos as much as you can. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you want to become a member, please do. That helps out as well. It's 99 cents. I made it cheap, but you're going to be able to communicate in the chat. One of these days, I'm going to do a members only chat and see how that does play out. And if people are really interested in that, I think that'll be really good to be able to get some of the good questions. The only thing is I don't know how many members we would have in there, so it wouldn't be a ton of people in the chat. So hopefully we can find a way to do that. Also, if you want to subscribe to my MP Shorts channel and my Perry Experience channel, please do so. And if you want to join the Patreon, the Discord group, this is the first link in the description. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Definitely take care. Hopefully we have a good day for certain investments. It doesn't look like it so far, but hopefully we do. So I'll see you guys in the next video.